All right. Hey, good morning, guys. It's Donald and Mary, and we're here to bring you your morning weather, water, and trail chatter report. And so Mary's going to go ahead and take it away from here and tell us what's going on with weather and water. And then after, we have some trail chatter. All right, take it away, man.
Thank you, Donald. Good morning, everyone. It's 69 degrees here in Blairsville right now, and it is cloudy. We're looking at cloudy skies early with peaks of sunshine expected later on in the afternoon. 5 to 10 mile per hour winds, and then tonight, 64 degrees, mainly clear with 5 to 10 mile per hour winds. Up on Blood Mountain today, a high of 74, partly sunny, and then tonight 62 and partly cloudy. Winds will be between 10 to 15 miles per hour today and tonight with gusts up to 20 miles per hour. All right, water on the trail is pretty decent still. Remember Hawk Mountain to top off at Hawk Mountain Shelter. As you hike north, your next opportunity for water is going to be Justice Creek, and that is 6.2 miles north of Hawk Mountain Shelter. And then Slaughter Creek, just before Blood Mountain, that's going to be your last chance for water there before you climb Blood, so make sure you get water there. From Neil Gap to Hogpen Gap, it is dry. However, the Hogpen Gap water source does have water. When you see the sign for water, just follow that trail all the way down to the very end, to the very last blue blaze, and you will find water. It is definitely there. I was there 2 days ago. It's the time of year to watch for snakes. They're across the trail, on the boulders, logs, stumps, wherever it may be that the sun is shining. And let's remember the Cow Rock, 5 miles north of Neil Gap, has the boulders that does have the copperhead nest. All right, New S 441 and Newfound Gap Road is still closed from Sugarlands to Newfound Gap on the Tennessee side. This is because of the landslide that happened back in June, or I'm sorry, last week. I take that back. I apologize for that. And then it is open on North Carolina side from Cherokee to Newfound Gap. So that's clear sailing through there. And then the Great Smoky Mountain National Park, all shelters are open at the moment. Bear closures are campsites 23 and 96. And then bear warnings, Charlie's Bunyan and Trillium Gap Trail, campsites 83 and 84. So let's remember to leave no trace and proper storage of our food and other items, and to properly dispose of any waste that we brought in. Let's take it out with us. All right, and that goes for anywhere, not just the Smokies, anywhere you're recreating outside, no matter what you're doing. All right, Donald, I'm going to turn it over to you now. Talk about some other stuff going on.
All right, thank you, man.
You're very welcome.
All right, and so let's see what we have going on today. All right, for rescues, let's start in Nevada. So, two hikers had to be rescued after one of them experienced a mental health emergency during a hike on top of Cross Peak in the hills west of Reno. The Washoe County Sheriff's Office got a call from someone who said that a friend was experiencing a mental health emergency and had become unresponsive. Reno Fire, along with the Washoe County Sheriff's Office SAR responded to where they eventually found the duo. They say one hiker was unable to walk back to the staging area they previously set up. Authorities say rescuers helped evacuate the hiker down the steep, rocky terrain to where where they were transported to a nearby hospital. No further information is available. All right, and rescue in New Hampshire, a Connecticut woman hiking solo on Mount Monadnock had to be rescued Thursday afternoon after she injured her ankle in a fall near the summit. Robin Bromley, 42, was hiking alone on the White Cross Trail when she lost her footing and was unable to continue. The incident was reported around 1:30 p.m. by fellow hikers who found her and stayed until help arrived. Rescue crews hiked up the trail and reached Bromley at an elevation of about 2,400 feet, where she was given on-site medical care and then carried off the mountain in a litter. The group reached the trailhead near park headquarters just after 5 p.m. Bromley denied ambulance transport and left Monadnock State Park in a private vehicle. All right, and so in British Columbia, we have another rescue. Members of three SAR groups combined efforts to save two climbers off a sheer rock face of Yak Peak near Hope BC early Wednesday after one of the climbers fell and injured their head. North Shore SARS says in a social media statement that they went in late Tuesday, but weather was rapidly deteriorating and the climbers were hanging mid-face on the 2,100-meter peak. It says a hoist crew and a helicopter tried to get over to the climbers, but conditions were too dangerous and they had to give up the attempt. Another helicopter rescue attempt early Wednesday was also turned back because of the clouds and rain, which prompted the start of a rope rescue by mountain teams from Hope and Chilliwack. The statement says a helicopter with a fresh crew was able to get above the climbers to lower two rescue technicians who brought in fall protection. The injured climber was hoisted out first, and then his partner, and what the statement says was a rescue involving night flying technical pickoffs, mountain rescue, and complex hoists. No further info. All right, I'm glad that ended up well.
Yes, definitely.
I read that one. I think one of them fell and bounced their head off of a rock, I believe is what happened. Yeah. You know, I hope most likely they were wearing helmets, I hope.
Right, I hope so.
Yeah. It can get dangerous up there, man. You know?
Sure can.
All right, and so yesterday we had a hiker that I think they called yesterday morning needing what I call an on-demand ride from Amicalola going to Springer. And so we got them, we sent Jordan down, he picked him up, got him up to Springer, and they actually called. We were going to pick them back up between Cooper or Gooch Gap. There's no in between. But they made it to Three Forks and needed an emergency extraction. So we sent Jordan back down in to pick them up at Three Forks around 5 p.m., I think it was. And got them back to their vehicle. I think this is their first time out here. I'm not sure. I'm going to talk to Jordan about what exactly went on because we only know of an injury, correct?
It just said medical event.
Medical event. So, not sure what went on. They were a younger couple. Not saying that you can't have medical conditions that can stop you from hiking or doing strenuous activities, but I'm just saying that they were a younger couple, so who knows, man. We'll get some more information today and see what's up. And then we have some people coming out today.
That's right.
We'll
We'll
be-
be Springer and around Amicalola and Horse Gap.
And we have a usual coming that texted late last night. They like to just bust off miles. I think their last hike was up.
I brought,
Was it Waya?
no.
Dick's?
I think it was Unicoi or Dick's.
Yeah,
I think
but
it-
they're
yeah.
they're going to be heading up from Springer today. So they just like to come out and hike.
That's right.
And then we have some other shuttles later in the day. They're more spread out now. What else do we have going on yesterday? Oh, we had another event. Mary lost her keys at Walmart, so that threw us off for about an hour and a half, 2 hours until she was able to locate them. And I was on the phone trying to get a locksmith to the vehicle so they could make a new key because we don't actually have a spare. And so, but yesterday we made sure to get a spare after she found the keys. We were able to go out to the locksmith and have a key made.
Yes.
Luckily, she was able to find them. Someone found them at Walmart. And so we were able to get the vehicle back on the road. It's really hard to get things done out here, man. You know, locksmiths are few and far between. It's not like down in the city where you can just call anyone and they come out and start bouncing their fingers off the keys on the computer, and next thing you know, you're in your car and you get a new key. Around here, man, it's going to cost you $400 or $500 to get someone to come down and do that, which was going to be the case yesterday. It was going to cost $4 to get a guy to drive 30 miles away or whatever. I called numerous places too, and a lot of people just didn't want to come to Blairsville. And so I was able to find a man in Murphy that was willing to drive down and to the Walmart and get the car back on the road, because it's so, we can't go without a vehicle like that, man. And
He was definitely very prompt and efficient, got me in and out of there, and
yeah, it
he
was
did
like
spend
City
that-
of Locks or something.
yeah, something like that, City Locksmith or City Locks or
Yeah, I
something.
think it was City
And
Locksmith.
they're on
dude.
Tennessee Street there.
And
in
Murphy.
And very polite and courteous, and once I handed him over my key, I was probably in and out of there with him for 10 minutes maybe,
Yeah,
and it was wonderful. So now
Yeah,
I have
I
that
think
spare
it's-
key, and I'm very pleased with the service that I received there yesterday.
City Lock Services of Murphy is what he's called, Murphy, North Carolina. Pretty good dude. He was going to help out. I spoke to him for numerous times, trying to figure out which key it was, that because there was a couple different keys that can be used for that vehicle, and one of them needed a transponder. So, and that's the one we needed. So, we needed that key, but we're prepared now, man.
That's
So.
right.
Anyways, that was quite a dilemma, man, and we were able to fix the issue. And then I think that was about it for yesterday. We just had a bunch of calls, though, man.
Yes.
Lots of calls, emails coming in, people just getting ready for the spring season, excuse me, the fall hike season, and then next year. And so we'll see what goes on next year. It's kind of, I don't know what's going to go on. What is your predictions? What do we have going on for the north and southbounders? It's like
Well,
174.
southbounders, there's 178 coming southbound right now.
Yeah,
So-
for next year, right?
No, for right now.
Oh, this year. And
Next
then
year, there's no southbounders showing yet.
how about northbounders?
Northbounders, there's just a little bit over 200 registered
Yeah,
right now to go. I
sweet.
think it's like 215, somewhere around that number.
Interesting, man. And so it's already starting, guys. I don't know what to expect for next year. I'm thinking a bigger year, man, just because as long as the hurricane season doesn't get people all fired up again, and it doesn't do what it did last year, man, we should be good. But I think definitely the scare tactics that were going on by the ATC and other groups and just people in general, saying not to come to Georgia and stuff to start their hike, really did a number on us this year. So hopefully next year people can stop saying that stuff, man, and the ATC and stuff, man, and stop talking about it, and let these places build and let people walk through and do their thing, man. Hopefully that happens, and the political bullshit doesn't get into the way. So we'll see, man.
Well, again, like we mentioned earlier in the year, and when we talk about different things, when you want to know what's going on in a certain place, Georgia, Massachusetts, it doesn't matter where it is, it doesn't matter what trail it is, call the businesses, the shuttle
Yeah.
services, the hostels, the people that work out here every single day, and they will give you updated facts as to what's really going on.
And this is my thing, man, is you may want to watch out to who you ask, because a lot of people will steer you in the direction they want you to go, and instead of just being free and letting you do what you need to do. And so there's a lot of businesses that just want your business. And so we have enough business. We're about just telling the straight up truth. If you don't want to use us, someone else will. That's how I feel. And so I'm not going to sit here, she's not going to sit here and tell stories so you'll come our way. We're going to tell you the truth, and if you like what we say and how we operate, that's what we're about. That's why there's no facade on our videos. That's why it's just a plain video, man, and you get what you see. That's it, man. It's just simple. We're not here to just take money. We're here to help people achieve their goals and to experience what Mary and I experienced on the trail, or each one of us individually, because we are all doing our own thing, whether or not we're hiking together or we're together. We're still on an individual journey. So
That's right.
if that makes any sense to anyone. But I'm not here to take your money, man. I'm here to help you on your journey. That's it, man. Anyways, getting back to definitely call people, man, but don't just call one person. Call around, touch base with a lot of different businesses, and then that way you can get numerous facts and opinions, and that way you can kind of figure out what works for you.
That's right.
And that's the same thing with when you work with businesses, man. Call around and don't just go for the first dude or the first chick or whatever dude, whatever business, man. Don't just go for the first business. Call around and see what they have to offer and who you work with and who you vibe with, man. Are you gonna have you need people that can work with your schedule or with what you're looking for. So not everyone is like that. They just give you a ride or they just give you that hostel stay and then it's bye. You know what I mean, man? And then there's businesses like ours that we work with you all the way through. So whatever you need, give us a call. If we can't assist you, we're going to give you a number of another person that possibly can. That being said, we're going to end this here. I hope everyone I think we've got rides today. Mary's going to be down picking up a buddy, and then we got a regular coming, and then we have a couple shuttles later in the day, and we'll probably get some calls too. But we're going to be out and about. I'll be manning the phones. So if anyone needs anything at all, just give us a jingle. We're here for you. Did you have anything else you wanted to say?
No.
All right, sweet guys. Be safe. One love. Peace.